head. But I do want to get to the offensive side of the ball. I'm going to try to pull up the box score real quick if I can.
Yeah.
Let me know if y'all can see that.
Yep.
All right, so
look at that. I mean, those QBs, man. That's
let's
awesome.
just start there, Jake. So first of all, Ty 17 of 17 for 226, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. I mean, Ty was just in complete control. Play with some confidence, play with some swagger. I thought his ability to escape and make plays with his feet. I know he only ended up with 3 rushing yards, but he had some really good plays with his feet as well. Just he was in command of the offense. He got rid of the ball, in a timely manner. Just really managed the game really well for Alabama and made some plays. And then you get Austin Mack in the game, and you can see the arm talent that he has, just the way the ball spins. I mean, that dude throws some heat missiles.
Yeah.
And I think somebody said in our Discord server that Caleb Edwards' hand were probably hurting on that touchdown pass because that thing was a heater, man.
Yep, it was. But man, I'm glad to see the quarterbacks, ball out tonight, especially Ty, get some confidence under him. And then you see the future is bright with whoever the quarterback is next year, whether it be Austin Mack or Keelon Russell, they both can go out there and make plays and win ball games for us next year. But Ty just getting that confidence and getting him settled in the game, that was great.
Absolutely,
Man.
absolutely. And then Keelon Russell gets in the game, Jake, and you just see the talent that is oozing out of that kid.
Yeah.
Effortless thrower. The touchdown pass to Cole Adams, I believe, when he's looks like he's fixing to scramble, stops on a dime and delivers an absolute dart. I mean, just quick as a cat, man. Just unbelievable talent, Jake. And then the other touchdown pass to the walk-on, just elite throw. That kid's special. Alabama's got 3 really good throwers of the football on the roster right now.
I mean, that could be the deepest in the country, honestly.
Yeah, and I think Alabama could win with all 3.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. For sure. Even with a true freshman back there, I think they can win. Because he's just, like you said, a special talent.
Right. Let's move to the running backs now because Ben brings up Kevin Riley, and this is a guy that immediately after the Florida State game, we talked about how this guy needs to be a focal point of the offense with Jan Miller out. And that was the coaching staff must have agreed because this dude carried the ball 11 times and then also caught six passes. So this guy had 17 touches, 69 plus 45 for well over 100 yards. So it's clear that this coaching staff wanted to get Kevin Riley the football, and Kevin Riley made the most of it. Even though that kid weighs less than 200 pounds, he puts his head down and he churns those legs and he picks up those tough yards, man. I love watching that kid play football. You can tell that this guy is just a instinctive football player who doesn't know any better than to pick up 4 or 5 yards every time he touches it.
Yeah, 6.3 yards per carry tonight. I mean, he was just running great. And what about AK Deer, man? Coming in and breaking off that huge run, broke a couple of tackles. So I would not be surprised to see him start climbing his way into the getting some more touches as well, which doesn't bode well for guys like Richard Young. I really like Richard Young as well, but boy, he's going to have to put up a little bit more numbers than what he has last couple of games because there's other guys behind him that are wanting the ball and they're showing up right now, and he's got to kick it up a notch.
Yeah, I mean, you wonder with the emergence of Kevin Riley, we probably get Jan Miller back next week. I mean, it's looking like it. It's looking really positive for him. What happens with guys like Richard Young and Daniel Hill? Because you mentioned the explosiveness also of AK Deer, and you can see his first step, Jake, to hit the hole is lightning fast. It's electric. Yep. And then we saw that he also has that home run ability where he outruns the defense. So and I know that was in mop-up duty, but he still had to make the run.
Right.
But I just wonder what it does to guys like Richard Young and Daniel Hill. Are they going to get passed up? I don't know. I do like the fact that they are real physical downhill runners. So there is places for those guys. When it's 3rd and 1, I think I'd rather have Daniel Hill or Richard Young in there. But it's just going to be interesting what they do at the running back position once Jam Miller gets back, especially with the emergence of Kevin Riley.
Yeah, absolutely, Stacy. And one other thing I want to mention is I really thought that Grubb caught a really well, game plan and had a great game plan tonight and caught a good game. He did a lot of mismatching and the with the play calls. I mean, at one point we had was it William Sanders out there wide and had him like a lead blocker out wide to a bit to the right, and he moved all the way and blocked to the left on a touchdown run. So a lot of different schemes that he put forth tonight, and really helped get these guys movement on the offense tonight. So I'm anxious to see how that bodes well going forward with him play calling, because we know Grove's a great play caller.
Yeah, absolutely, and I love the fact that they used a lot of motion tonight.
Yep.
They'd set up one way, they motioned the tight end a lot, they'd motion receivers a lot. I don't know if you noticed, Zay Horton would line up almost as a flex tight end in certain situations. So they move guys around a lot, and what that does is it allows you to find a certain matchup that is advantageous for your offense and creates a real positive situation for your quarterback to kind of say, hey, I got a guy here. Maybe now I've motioned this guy, so now I got Germie Bernard on a safety instead of a corner or anything like that. So I love the fact that Grubb used a lot of motion to kind of give his receivers advantageous matchups in the back end of that defense. So really good job by Grubb, really good game plan, and really good execution by the players as well. Obviously, a much better job from the offensive line. Obviously, the test was not near as great from ULM as it would have been from Florida State, but you still have to execute, and Alabama executed offensively and had a really good day on that side of the ball. And I know we talked about Germ earlier, Jake, but 4 catches, 109 yards, 3 total touchdowns, just a playmaker. We've said a lot about him. Lotsier Brooks, Jake. We wondered kind of where he was last week, and you just see that dude is a natural playmaker.
Yep.
It's just give the guy the ball, and he's going to make plays. 4 catches, 58 yards, really good game. Picked up a couple first downs in key moments for Alabama early in that game to keep drives going. Zay Horton gets involved there in the second quarter, catches a touchdown pass. Cole Adams, Mr. Consistent. What I love, if you see that box score, is the distribution. 4 catches for Bernard, 4 for Brooks, 3 for Horton, 3 for Adams. Riley out of the backfield has the most catches on the team with 6. Rico Scott has 3 catches. So, and then you throw it, 3 tight ends combined for 5 catches. So being able to distribute the ball to a bunch of different playmakers is huge for this offense moving forward, because you're developing guys, you're developing chemistry, you're showing other teams that you have different personnel that you can involve in game plans. And it just makes your team a lot more difficult to game plan for when you can mismatch and when you can kind of roll out all these different playmakers to get the ball to in your offense.
Yeah, absolutely, Stacey. I was going to say, we know Ryan Williams is not playing this game. So once he gets back and everybody stays healthy, you got Germ, you got Brooks who's emerging, you got Horton, you got Adams who can be that 4th guy, or Rico Scott. And then you have our tight ends who are very capable of making plays as well. I mean, we've seen Cuevas do it for a couple weeks now. And now you see Marshall Pritchett have a game which a lot of people thought he fumbled, he dropped that ball. And he actually was able to handle it. And
I don't know how he caught that.
I don't either. But and then Caleb Edwards, he's another true freshman that got some playing time tonight. So you had the emergence and the way the scheme was and how Grubb, like you said, tries to find mismatches. This is going to be great once we get Ryan Williams back, and if everybody stays healthy on that in the wide receiver room, because you're eventually going to have to cover if you're a defense. You got to watch for Ryan. You got to watch definitely for Germ. Brooks is emerging. Scott. Then you got to worry about the tight ends as well. So somebody's going to be open for Todd Simpson with this offensive scheme if everything keeps going like it's going right now.
And if you can continue to develop the ground game as well, Jake, it's still not where it needs to be.
Right.
But I thought there was improvements made even against Florida State last week, but the game kind of got out of hand. You had to abandon it a little bit earlier than what you probably wanted to, and maybe even what they probably should have. Uh, but I thought they did a good job of mixing in the run tonight. Even though they knew they could make plays in the passing game, they wanted to get the quarterbacks kind of rolling and letting those guys throw the football and slinging it around the yard a little bit. But I like the direction the running game is going. I feel like the offensive line is doing a better job of getting consistent push.
Yep.
And I hope that continues to grow game by game, because the more you can kind of lean on that offensive line and a strong rushing attack, the more it opens up your passing game. It's just football 101. And so I love the way this offense is starting to kind of show progress. And I hope we see more of that next week as well when they take on Wisconsin. Anything else you want to add offensively, Jake, before we move to the defensive side of the ball?
No, I'm impressed with how everything rolled tonight. There's things that could be cleaned up, and one other thing I want to mention is Parker Brailsford is probably the best offensive lineman in the country right now, honestly.
Certainly in the discussion, no doubt about it.